Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another video. And the main point of this video today is going to talk about XRP a little bit. We're going to mainly talk about what I think comes next for crypto in general. And I'm just going to talk about like Trump token, crypto space in general, Donald Trump. So if you don't like any of those things, obviously turn it off. And please bear in mind that I could be completely miles off it here. But it's my personal opinion and the way that I'm like perceiving the market right now. So I personally think crypto is waiting for its next leg up, like a big leg up, and I'm going to show you why, and give you some like thought processes behind it as well. Essentially, if this loads, I don't know why it takes so long to load sometimes, but we're going to just put the Bitcoin liquidity pools is the first thing I'm going to look and show you. On the 4 hour, like what you can see is, yes, we do have some liquidity below us here at 87. So I'm never discounting a wick down just to flush everybody out here. That is definitely possible. But my base case is very soon we rip up towards $130,000 Bitcoin. I don't know what the catalyst for that will be. Everyone's expecting Trump to talk about a strategic reserve. He has yet to talk about that, but he has done some things along the positive lines for crypto. So for example, today he freed Ross Ulbricht, the founder of Silk Road. He also, the US government also enabled Tornado Cash to be used again, and off the back of that Tornado token, like absolutely, it's TORN is the ticker. I'll show you actually. Absolutely sent it. I didn't actually have a trade on that, unfortunately, but I am in quite a big position on Doge right now. This is the Tornado token site, and like this, the ticker, sorry. And this is so positive for altcoins. For whatever the narrative, you start to see any altcoin do things like this. I'll show you the daily. You start to see any altcoin like start to make candles like this, and especially if it breaks these highs, you have to be bullish on what probably is going to come next for crypto. So we've looked at Bitcoin. I do think they will come up and take this liquidity. I don't know, as I said, I don't know what the catalyst will be. I think XRP probably leads the next leg. I'd be looking at XRP. I'd be looking at all the American cryptos. I'd be looking at your Algorands. I'd be watching your Cardano has been one of the leaders this cycle. I'd be watching your Cardanos, your Algorands, your XRPs. What else have we got in that basket? I can't even think right now. H-bar is another one in that basket. I'll be watching all these tokens for the potential next move. These have been giving you early signs, and to give you early signs on XRP, for example, XRP ETH is one of the charts that we've been heavily monitoring here, kind of bull flagging or bullish pennant, potentially looking for the breakout. Watching XRP Bitcoin as well, as that continues to set higher highs and higher lows, and XRP dominance with the same as well. These have been the pointers for me to say, okay, the next leg's ready. And I do think the next leg looks ready, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or next month. Again, I could be wrong on this, but I'm going to talk to you also about my thoughts on Trump token. Like today or yesterday when he was having a briefing, he basically said, yeah, he made it, but he wasn't essentially keeping track of it. So he's literally telling the world that he made a crypto meme coin that is currently sitting at $8.6 billion in market cap or 41 billion in FDV, but the tokens come out over a period of time. 3 months, I think, is the first unlock. And I want to say something to you guys. Like this or don't like it, it's massive for crypto. It's basically the biggest, most powerful person in the world essentially buying or launching a token. I don't know whether it's right, wrong, whatever it is, but it is essentially giving credit to the space. I also think, for all those that hate it out there, this will make a new all-time high. I don't know when that will happen, but it probably happens sooner rather than later. We know that market makers make markets here, and they're going to have big market makers on this. And if they are going to draw down on supply, which a lot of people are presuming, this will hit all-time high again, in my opinion. You never really have seen anything like this in crypto, but you also never have seen a meme coin launch at this scale or near this scale, like a big meme coin. Or any token really. The first high is the all-time high. Is normally a higher drawback consolidation and then blast off into new highs, and that could be the door opening for altcoins, alt season, whatever you want to call it, in this market specifically. So that's what I'm looking for. I also think Doge is a bit of a no-brainer. As I said, I've got a bit of a big position. I'm a little bit too high leverage than what I wanted to be, just for maybe a bit of impatience potentially. But I think Doge is a no-brainer with Elon coming into the government as well. Potentially X payments coming out this year. I think that Doge just popped out of its retracement levels. It's struggling. I mean, it's popped out of its ranges. It's struggling at retracement levels. Could come down to retest 23 potentially, but I actually think we're close to sending it from here. I'll be looking for Doge to really push on, maybe towards all-time highs, if not at least like the next retracement level at 53 odd cent imminently. Especially if Bitcoin gets that upside break that we're talking about, if it's following this fractal that we showed from back here, this area here, which is 2024, January, if it's mimicking that, then it should be breaking out of this range within the next like week or so, break into the upside. We took the liquidity from the downside and have since bounced. Everyone's kind of like feels on edge on crypto Twitter, and I think we're waiting for a catalyst to really send us to the upside. As well as that, I talked about ETH today. ETH feels very negative on the timeline. We've got Vitalik Buterin, who's the founder of ETH, literally fighting his own community. This isn't how the game works. He's basically saying, look, it's me. You need to keep the pressure off me, blah, blah, blah. And then did a whole thread about how hard it is for him. And then the community are like, what are you doing? Like, I thought this was decentralized and all this stuff, like, fighting each other, infighting. It feels very similar to XRP when we were down and these sorts of prices here in this range. We were throwing shit at each other as well. So I do think that ETH probably at some point soon, as it's managing to hold price, probably starts to move to the upside. With that being said as well, I've been saying recently, I think ETH DeFi outperforms ETH in general. So that's your CRVs, your sushi swaps, your RVs, this sort of thing, and also NFTs. If you watch the NFT market, Azuki had their anime token confirmed, I think, by Binance, and Azuki floor price has really ripped in the last few days. Sorry if you can hear my laptop like literally taking off. So NFTs are another thing that I'd be watching on ETH. But as I said, I think your altcoins like American-based altcoins, your XRPs, Cardanos, these sort of things are going to be the trigger for the next leg of the bull run. And then at some point, ETH probably outperforms them for a period of time, but XRP probably finds a local top first. And if we follow the fractal that I've been talking about for XRP, we could very easily see towards double digits by like early mid-Feb. Do I think that's a guarantee? Absolutely not. It's a big ask from here. But if we follow that fractal and continue to follow it, we've been following it both length and time-wise so far. Could we continue and see something like that? That's basically everything that I'm watching right now and the thoughts of what I think come next. This is essentially what we're looking at the minute. For this fractal for XRP. So that's where I am. I think we're this close to a catalyst. I think we're probably going to send it to the upside. I think a lot of people are thinking we're not going to, and we're looking at the downside issues. But I think upside's next. I think Trump's probably going to do something to stimulate the economy and weaken the dollar, and that times potentially crypto regulation could lead to explosive upside for cryptocurrency, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and yeah, honestly, just ask me any questions you've got below. Not like questions which have no like thought process behind them, but if you have something that could stimulate this conversation or really think that you can add something to this, I'd love to know your thoughts. I don't think many people are putting their neck on the line saying this is what I think comes next, but that's what I'm trying to do here. I think Trump's going to come through with what he said, and it's going to be probably as good, if not better, than most people expect. And I think crypto is really going to hit towards the upside very soon, because I think things are going to change on a macro level in terms of economically, and then I also think that's going to be multiplied by crypto regulation and crypto being taken into the mainstream. Let me know what you guys think. Peace up, A-Town Down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.